Hey there, UKDCers. So here is a small little old timer by Schrader, whatever you want to call them. I'm just going to go with Schrade. These are fairly popular knives. This comes in a twin pack with its bigger brother, this boy. However, this one I found to not be UK legal. If you measure the curve along this, just the cutting edge, it does exceed 3 inches, so I will not be reviewing this one, unfortunately. So just be aware of that. This isn't UK legal to carry unless you grind a bit of the edge off there. Probably on both of them, I assume. I mean, while I've got it out, let's just measure that one as well. And you see, it's just under 3 inches that way, but it's that close, and that little bit of curve does take it over. So I'm not going to class this one as UK legal for I won't be advising people for that one. This one, however, happily is very UK legal. It's a very handy little diddy knife, which is perfect for when you're when you're out and about in town and such, because these are very concealable. They're very inoffensive. Like, who's going to be scared of that? Come on, that is the least tactical, offensive, aggressive knife. It's just an old style traditional for just getting a little bit of work done when you need it. It's the 2-inch exactly blade, I believe. Yeah, very nearly. Bang on 2 inches, basically. Very small blade. This is well within UK legal limits. No half stop, a very satisfying snap on that. Easy enough pull. I'll measure that one for you. But yeah, this is actually quite a nice little carry. You've got brass bolsters. Come on, focus. Brass bolsters. You've got this weird pastel pink. Is that bone or acrylic or what on this? I mean, I know these are quite cheap knives. Like I said, it comes in a twin pack with that for not a lot of money. But it's still got quite a pleasing pattern on there. That sort of burn, whatever that is on there. You've got your little old timer brass inlay there, which again is quite nice. Brass liners and a steel back spring. There you go. You get a nice solid snap. You get a long pull instead of a nail nick, which wins big points from me. On the blade, you get Schrade, and you get 120T. I don't think that means 120 tons. If you know what that means, please let me know. It does have awful blade centering, really bad, but it's fine. And yeah, I'll see if I can show you. I don't know if you can really see that, but there is a fair bit of blade wobble there. It's not enough to make the knife unusable, but if you really hate blade wobble, pass on this one, I would. So this one's just one of those really great little ones you can just pull out in town and no one will even see you. So you need to get a zip tie off or something, open something quickly. The kind of thing that you really don't want to have to do in the middle of town with a load of people around, but shit, you could really use a knife right now. So you just pull this out of your pocket, just quickly do your business, and then there you go. And literally, it's not even been visible. So it's just literally that, and look at that. You can cover that up with your finger almost completely, and then just cover that nicely like that. And that's a lovely little thing about that. Just a small knife like this. It's like the GC14 I had. Now, I'm not a big fan of small knives because I don't find myself in town that often. I'm, this new age online ordering kind of crap. That's more me. I don't live near any knife shops, so Lord knows I'd be in there all the time if I did. Probably destitute as well. So I don't generally have too much of a use for these. But if you do go into town, these, or any public place very often where there's a lot of people that aren't savvy, or are likely to be offended by a blade. We all know the times we live in. this is a great little choice. Like I said, it's a lot more affordable than a GEC 14 or something of that nature. Those will run you £140, 130, 50, something like that. This was, I think, like $10 for both of them. I don't know how much it'll be in the UK. Obviously, it'll be more in the UK, but still way more affordable than that. And like I said, the action, absolutely really nice action on this. I can't overstate that enough. It's a solid slap back. That's very nice to walk and talk on this. Great pull on it. It's not an overly strong blade, but you know, it'll snap back. This is for really ultra light work. I mean, you're not doing any serious work with a 2-inch blade. But yeah, I think this is fine. I've heard people talk trash on these. I've heard people say that the new run of these has been converted to a Chinese factory where the old ones were US made, perhaps. I've seen all sorts of things over Reddit. I don't know myself. All I know is what I've got in my hand is pleasing enough. It's not the best quality, you know. If you're used to the likes of GEC or something like that, you know, there it is. If you're used to these, you know, I mean, I'm used to like at least 2 of these, and I'm still happy enough with this. You know, I'd throw this in my pocket if I was going to town. No problems. You know, I wouldn't want to risk. I mean, this is inoffensive as it is, but I wouldn't want to risk pulling this out in town or having this confiscated off me. You know, it's £170. This one, tenner, 20 quid maybe. Don't know what it is in the UK, but like I said, you get this in the twin pack with it. You obviously, I highly do not recommend taking this out with you. You're your own person, feel free if you want, but I don't believe this one's UK legal. Most certainly this one is, though. So, yeah, that's my first impressions. I'll give this a couple of goes. I'll sharpen this up. I'll see how the edge lasts. I don't know what the steel is, but like I said, I'll find out for the full review. Sweet, thank you very much, and cheers again, Macaulay. Really great.